Hey, 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 hey! Arr, 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 arr. Boat doctor here. Hey, out here in this 21 foot North River. Hey, I did notice some scuff marks actually. I better remind that right up front there in the bow. So they got some touch-up paint. They can touch that up. Set up your your Garmin. Pretty nice little unit. I'll go through that later towards the end of the video. That way, if they don't want to watch that, they can click it off. Anyway, beautiful boat. About 46 miles an hour with that 200 on it. T99 between 4 and 7, depending on the current. And then over here's your wash down. Then you hit that button here. That clicks on. And it should spray water, but just make sure you don't go like this and turn it on. I've done that before. That's not very funny. Well, it is if you do it to somebody else. But anyway, that works good. Then you turn that off. Then you turn the other switch. Your live well works. Okay, this here's the valve. Right in there. There was water in here before I took off. Anyway, I closed the valve. If you open it up, it lets water in here. Then you can shut the valve and it will actually stop. That way you don't have to use a drain plug or something like that. Or if you want to use this as the bleeding area, you can bleed your tuna. And when you go and open up the valve, I'm going to go out the back. And I've already went through all the, I think I've already did the video on all the batteries and everything. So this is more like the running water test on this one. And everything seemed to work. Trim cam sensor, we need to adjust that. We'll start with the kicker, of course. Got to be in gear to start. Trim it down. You'll hear it go honk. There it is, down. So when it's cold, lift up on the red lever. Give it maybe about 4 pumps. Bring it back. Lift this lever until it stops. To give it a little gas. Push and turn the key. If it acts like it's gonna die, push in again. And when it goes up, idles up high, push it down a little bit. Let the idle go up. Push it all the way down and fire it up. Once you do that, let it warm up for about 3 minutes. I start them at the dock first, and then these are like instant. See how we're already moving against the current? And now this is the kicker motor. And right there we're doing 7.3, and we're in 17 feet of water, so we better get over here. Your depth, of course, over around your compass. So that was 8. We'll go the other way, see what the tide's doing. Coming in. Or is it going out? And I bet you it's going out. Yep, 4.58, 4.59, 4.6, 4.8, 4.99, 5 against the current, and there's 8, so about 3 miles an hour outgoing. You got a little bit of wind. So that works really good. And again, you can stop this, put it in gear. Now we're moving ahead. I can just hit this just a little bit in reverse. We're already moving backwards, see? Look at the ship's bow. See, that's how, he's got a 25 Yamaha gear case is why. Then always turn your motor off first, then trim the motor. A couple different reasons. You don't want to trim it up, of course, if it's running, but that way you don't forget. And then you trim it up, but the motor's still running. I'd rather have the motor down. So that's up, this is down. You turn your key, just fire it up. Goes through a checklist, and this has got the 6Y 8 gauge in it. So as soon as you put that gear just into gear, you can go to the, make sure you get to the hour mode. Hold this left button and then release it until it says T. Hold this button until it says troll, and then just go up, and this goes up to about 900. There's 900, and then go down just like that. Got about a half. I put 40 gallons of non-ethanol seed, and then I hit the T, and the T's off, so the troll mode's off. Okay? Okay. And like I say, the interior lights, they come on. That's nice, real nice, real nice. Now we're gonna go against, because width I did about 46, about 3 seconds to plane. So we're gonna hit it right here and see what happens. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay. Now, if you want to get this up faster, you can walk it up like you do on a jet. You can stop it. And then when you hit it, you don't have to give it full throttle, maybe 3/4 if you want. Okay, hit it, then go left, go right, left. Boom, you're up on top. Now trim tabs, of course right here it's about planing about 22 miles an hour. Yeah, we're up in there's good planing. So you're going here, you can actually steer the boat with your trim tabs. See how it went to the left? You probably can't see that, but and I'm going to go to this one. It's going to take us to the right. So if that's steering every way, you can actually come back on the trim tab. If you want them all the way down, just push that. Push it down, they'll bring your tabs all the way down. See, now you don't want to use these tabs. See how it just bogged that down? 17 miles an hour. We're going to trim them up. You can just hit that all. See how that speed's picking up now? So when you're using trim tab, you're burying that front, which then is going to burn more fuel and you're going to lose speed. Now they're always going to blink until you hit this one more time and they're going to stop. Oh, now we better go up. And then we can just hit those like that and it'll stop. Okay, so if the boat just has a little lean like this, don't worry about it. I would not use my trim tab unless it was leaning like this. Let me see. Okay, if the boat's leaning like that, okay, use your trim tabs. And they're opposite. So, okay, so cruising, start trimming up. Always check your gas when you're completely level and stop. Maybe give it a little throttle just to make sure it's level to get an accurate reading. And if you get it up on top and you're, have the valve, it's going to show, well, you got a lot more gas than what you really got. So cruising. Oh, this goes right through this. So right about there would be a good cruising speed, 33 miles an hour, 4,400. And it will turn 6,000. You can hear that. That's fine. It ain't hitting 5,800. And I would say, you don't need to go higher than 58 because you're not going to pick up any more speed. See how 6,000, 44 miles an hour. 43.8, and then let me get it down to about 5,800, 43 miles an hour. So running at 58, you don't need to go 6,000. Hands off the steering wheel, look at that. You can go to the back of the boat. Oh, wow, I'll pick him up tomorrow. He can make it to shore. All right, this is the boat doctor.